people? This your boy Pete Ross back in the building with another video. And I got the homie.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Micah, aka C, capital M to the S, aka the one.
Yeah. And together we are
BAM!
The Purple Underground. Brrr. Yo, can we have a moment of meditation for a minute, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yo, why don't you tell the people what we got today, man?
All right, welcome back, everybody. Today we got a special video. Today, album review. We're going to celebrate 25 years of the NPG, the New Power Generation's first official album, solo by itself. There it is, and we simply talking about
Goldnigga. Yo, and let me just say this, to all the white folks out there, this album is called Goldnigga. Don't say it, like, don't do that. Don't do that. It ain't cool. Y'all down, we all cool, but don't do it. Goldnigga in the building. All right.
Oh man.
Where do we start with this though? Like, like real talk. Like, where do we start? Like, because for me, when I first heard it, I liked it, but I think I like it more now. You know what I mean? I think that like in '93, like I really think for musically it actually fits for that time. You know what I mean? You know, what you think about it, bruh?
Well, for me, the first time I actually heard this album, it was actually courtesy of you, Ross Rock Productions. Shout out to them. But I heard of, the album, just because of, being a Prince fan and hearing about it, word of mouth, and, seeing it on the internet. But the first time I actually heard it, or after, when you gave me a copy, I thought it was cool. I'm like you, I definitely have a better appreciation for it. And as time went on, I started to realize that the music itself is really good. Like the music just itself.
Right.
But we'll get into that, once we get into the actual songs and things like that.
Yeah.
But doing some research, this was actually the first album to be released on NPG Records.
Right.
And it was released technically 25 years today at the first. I think it was the first show for the Act 2 tour in Europe.
Right.
And I think that show was in Paris, and it was being sold at the retail, at the venue, at the shows, and then later on ended up being sold at the MPG store in Minneapolis,
right,
and also through the 1-800-FUNK retail telephone line that Prince had back in the day. So, which I missed out on an opportunity buying it back then. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, which, by the way, I didn't know that you had a physical copy of that.
You don't be looking close enough, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to talk off camera about that, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the interesting thing about this CD is there were two pressings. It was 2 pressings.
Yeah, 2. Mm-hmm.
The first pressing originally had 16 songs, and I think it was "Guess Who's Knocking" that they took out for the second pressing due to copyright issues, I guess, of the Beatles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Paul McCartney's song.
Yeah, and just so happens I don't have that version. I got the 15-track version.
Oh, okay. Hey, still, you still got a copy of it, but yeah,
you know, it is what it is, man.
Right.
This is listening to this album again, like it just remind me so much of 90s shit. You know what I mean? Like real talk, man. Like I went back and I thought about like some old EPMD and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this shit here, it was good, man. It was good. You know?
Right.
So let's dive into the music.
Okay.
Goldnigga Part 1
Mm-hmm.
is probably my favorite track on this album.
Oh wow! Okay.
Like between this and another track, but
okay.
But Goldnigga Part 1 is like smooth rapping, and Tony M actually came off on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
Like real shit. Like you know, they don't really give Tony M props as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I thought, you know, he did some quality shit, but like if you're trying to compare him to like a Nas, you know, or a Biggie, you know, that's kind of the wrong thing to do. It kind of reminded me of how people treated MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Although MC Hammer had hot shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he put together good rhymes, but he never got credit because of his style. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what people did with Goldnigga. And like, just like Hammer and Tony M, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to respect, you know, the skills. You know what I mean? Like, like hip hop ain't always about dope lines sometimes. You know, well, it's always about dope lines, but it's not always about what you
like being like super lyrical and
It's not always about that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like if you go back to like the fundamentals and some of the pioneers like Melly Mel, Grandmaster Cash, you know, people like that. You know,
Curtis Blow.
You know what I'm saying? Simplicity in rhyming. You know what I mean? Like are the vocals clear? You know what I mean? Can you understand what they're saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is there a message?
Right.
You know, which is what hip hop was based around. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I really think that Goldnigga exemplified all that. So.
Okay.
You know, that's just where I'm at with it.
Okay. Well, Goldnigga Part 1, going back to the first time hearing, you know, the song and you know, for years, I've always heard like little mixed opinions about, you know, with Tony M. You know, a lot of fans gave him a lot of flack for his rapping skills and things like that. I don't know if I probably done mention this on the last 2 Real Prince album reviews, the Diamonds and Pearls and the Love Symbol album, but I never had a problem with Tony M. really. For me personally, I mean, now that you know I'm a little bit older and sort of understand, you know, certain things with the music. I mean, like you said, the rapping, it very much sounds like early '90s, like that's yeah. But I mean, I get what Tony M's purpose was, but for the opening song, I thought he, like you said, he had a smooth flow, with his vocals. It wasn't all over the place and things like that. So yeah, this track right here to me is cool, and the music is real laid back, and just real smooth. So yeah, I like Goldnigga Part 1.
Oh yeah, but that's just like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a deuce and a quarter. A deuce and a quarter, that shit.
Yeah.
That's that shit.
Yeah. That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. My third favorite is probably Together.
Okay. Oh wow, man! You got the maxi single. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Together was also featured on 1-800 New Funk,
mm-hmm.
and it actually got a lot of radio play.
I didn't know that.
It actually got radio play here in Cincinnati on the Wiz. You know what I mean? I heard it a few times back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then like my fourth favorite would probably be like Call the Law. And that was what B-side The Money Don't Matter tonight.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dope song, even doper video.
Oh yeah. The video was. Yeah. I always did enjoy the video.
Right. And then probably my favorite is Johnny. Johnny Hot. Prince came off lyrically in that. Lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was hot.
Yeah.
That shit was hot.
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't know we were doing like our 5 favorite, but I can give you mine if you want.
Yes, sir.
I would say I'm gonna go with Johnny. Deuce and a Quarter. Black MF in the House. Gotta go with Call the Law.
Right.
And I would say my favorite is Together. I think Together, besides Call the Law, I think that's probably his best performance, like rapping. The music is just great, and the message in the song, talking about black people need to, unite, instead of killing one another, as far as we need to stop black on black crime, which is, that's still, an ongoing issue today, aside from the racial profiling with the police, that's also an ongoing issue, as well as just a lot more trendy, and that's another topic.
Right. For sure.
But yeah, those would be my 5 favorite joints off this album.
Right.
So,
yo,
but
I just want to quote. I want to quote a lyric right quick off of Deuce and a Quarter.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cause in the streets, see, that's the way it is. You keep your mouth shut and stay out of other people's biz. See, the system wasn't made for me or you. As a matter of fact, it wasn't made for poor whites who get their weekly hit, or should I say, that weekly check, and start depending on that shit like a glass D. That shit was tight.
I thought you was gonna go ahead and just say it.
Nah, I ain't gonna say it. Nah, I'm saying, but that shit was tight, bruh. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to
the
see
music. The music is tight,
right? We going to see the MPG next month, man. I hope they do that shit, man. I'm gonna be pushing for Deuce in the Quarter, boy.
Right.
Shit, yo, that
no
shit
doubt.
is hot.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I guess before we wrap up, unless you want to add something else, I was gonna say we should give our conclusions of the album.
Okay.
For me, I'll just say I think this is a very fun, playful, album. With songs like Black MF in the House, Johnny. You definitely get it showcases Prince's humor. And also with Black MF in the House, there's a certain seriousness towards the end where they yell "Stop racism," and then of course, like I said, the song Together is definitely has a positive message.
Right.
But the music, I mean, it's just on point. Hip hop with funk and soul music. I would say I don't know when the Roots actually came out, but before they was kind of known as the hip hop band.
Right.
It's like MPG was doing that. I mean,
there's ahead of their time.
Besides
that shit.
Right. I mean, besides the Roots, the only time I really heard a hip hop song where they actually used live instruments was maybe what's the group Diggable Planets, Rebirth of the Slick. Yeah. Cool like that. So yep. So and also the album I think showcases. I mean, it was a showcase for Tony M. So for anybody who says like Tony M is whack, and I mean, I think they should either check this album out or go back and revisit this album. So sure. I'm just, I just want to give props and pounds to Tony M. Things like that. So. So yeah.
Yo, me to conclude this is a solid record. You know what I mean? And again, I definitely appreciate it more now than I did back then. Just having a better understanding of music and the direction they were trying to go in. Like you said, it's very soulful, funky. You know what I'm saying? And to me, has kind of a jazz aspect. And when you think about Diggable Planets, and I think Diggable Planets dropped 2 or 3 years after this. With Cool Like That. What was the name of that album?
I think it was 93.
They dropped in 93.
I think. I could be wrong, either 92 or 93. It was one of those.
I had to look it up. But
yeah.
But this album is definitely a brick in the MPG Prince family. So I guarantee I recommend this record, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I had to rate it right now, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Also, I'm glad that you threw in, it had some jazz in there too. I forgot to throw that genre of music. Yeah. But my official rating for this album, like you said, it's a solid release. So out of 5 turntables, the 5 turntable system that we do, I would give this a solid 3.5 out of 5 turntables.
Okay.
Definitely above average. Definitely worth checking out.
For sure. I would agree with you. I'd agree with you. Definitely a solid 3.5 at that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And just appreciate that artwork right there. Look at that.
Right.
Appreciate that artwork. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, that's it, man. 3.5 for me, bro.
3.5 for me. For those who have not checked this album out, well, it's out of print, but there's ways to get it. You know, eBay, Amazon. Go ask a fellow Prince fan who may have it in there. You know, make you a burnt copy on CD or send it, you know, in an email, whatever.
Right.
You know, get it how you get it.
Right.
Go ahead.
If you can find an original first pressing, you got a gem right there.
Yes, you do, because it's certainly a collector's item.
So
yeah, for sure. But we here at the Purple Underground, you know, we just wanted to commemorate 25 years, the MPG, New Power Generation, the first official album, Goldnigga. And like my man P. Ross said, we will be in Minneapolis in 2 weeks to see the legendary MPG band at the legendary First Avenue. As you see my man, he rocking the hat right there. Yeah.
Word up.
First Avenue. It's going down September 13th.
Yes, sir.
We will be in the building. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We will be in the building along with our boy L Boogie.
L Boogie in the building. Shout out to L Boogie. Shout out to LC.
LC, shout out to her.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So we out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about Goldnigga? We love all y'all. Thank y'all. P. Ross, CMS.
Yeah.
And we out.
We out. Peace and be wild.
Yeah.